Peace, greetings, good vibrations to you, and namaste. I go by Onyx Moon, and this is Moonstone Magi. This is a general reading for the zodiac sign Scorpio, September the 28th through October the 2nd, 2025. If you like what you see, thumbs up the video, heart the video, hype me up, right? I got to throw that in there too. Make sure you subscribe. And if you're interested in booking a personal session, my contact information is in the description box below. All right, let's go. Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. I just got through doing I just got through doing Libra's reading. Man, man, it was very emotional. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of water energy was popping up. Man. Mm, 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 mm. All right. I'm being told 3 more shuffles. 3 more shuffles. Okay. That's one. All right. Ooh. Your energy kind of thick too. Your energy is kind of thick too. But I see you healing. I see you healing, Scorpio. I see you healing. Right? Healing from some emotional hurt, physical hurt, mental anguish, per se. All right. First card we have is Temperance, right? Working through the situation, stabilizing the emotions, possibly having to travel somewhere to calm down the mind, right? But this is you taking lemons and making lemonade, right? They put a lump of coal inside of your stocking, and you were able to transform that coal into gold. Okay, so keep that in mind. Sagittarius energy here strongly. Sagittarius here strongly. You could also be dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio. So keep that in mind. The next card we have is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you are stepping out of mental self-sabotage, which is good, right? It's all good in the hood. Hmm? Um, man, I like that, right? Stepping out of mental self-sabotage. The next card we have is having to make up your mind in regards to what it is that you want emotionally. There's a lot of options on the table, a lot of offers out here, but all of these things aren't going to really just suit you or help you level up the way that you want to level up when it comes to your emotional fulfillment. So please keep that in mind, Scorpio. When it comes to your advice with this transmutation of the energy, stepping out of mental self-sabotage and making a decision, your advice is you need to focus on your legacy, your inheritance, the things that are being presented to you in real time that secure you, right? So this is the Ten of Pentacles. It came out in the reverse, right? But it represents inheritance, money, wealth, abundance, legacy, and things of that nature. You need to focus on that a lot more. You have that card in the reverse. The next card we have is the Ten of Cups, right? So we have some type of emotional fulfillment. Once you learn how to make up your mind in regards to what it is that you want, you step out of this mental self-sabotage and you learn to utilize the power that you do have and accept the power that you don't have in certain situations. Once you come into that accountability, things change for you eventually. Okay. Next card we have is Six of Pentacles, right? Balancing out things to the point where it doesn't feel like you've given too much, right? A lot of times people want to give, right? And they pour out everything inside of their cup, but they have nobody else to fill that cup back up. And now you're looking at things from a balanced perspective. You're transforming the narrative, right? Because Scorpio is about transformation. So you're transforming the narrative. The next card we have is a Scorpio card, the Judgment card in reverse. So you're not properly making the right judgment calls at this time. You're still kind of mentally self-sabotaging yourself, and it might take you some time to get through that energy, but I see that you will do it at the end or when it's all said and done, right? Now, right up under this Seven of Cups card, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So be clear about what it is that you want. Somebody could be mishandling you, not giving you all the information that you need to make a decision. Make sure you do your investigation or your proper research when it comes to the things that you're interacting with. Scorpio is one of the, detectives of the zodiac, right? So I know you'll be able to find that information if you take your time, step out of your emotion, and use proper mental assessment. You can do it. All right. Hierophant, right? Traditional patterns. Um, Something's being presented to you. Some type of legacy is being presented to you. Traditional, in a traditional sense. Okay. Uh, Taurus, Taurus energy. Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Taurus is your opposite, right? Your polar opposite, right? If you see right here, bam, right? That's Scorpio, huh? So Taurus is your polar opposite. You could be dealing with that. Um, Taurus represents financial stability to some degree. Their motto is I have, right? So you have the ability to rectify these situations, but through proper judgment. Remember, we had that in the reverse. So you have to make proper judgment and get out of your emotions to do this. The next card we have is the Eight of Wands. So things aren't moving as fast as you would like them because you have to, like, fight for what you want. And, when we fight for what we want, we appreciate it a whole lot more. So don't be reluctant to actually step into this energy, Scorpio. We know y'all quick to scrap. Y'all don't have no problems fighting and doing things of that nature, but do it from a positive perspective, and you will wind up inheriting something or getting what you need. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card in reverse. So your wish fulfillment is being put on hold um, until you really figure out what it is that you're wishing for. Because we can wish for things and want things, but when those things don't align to our particular frequency, we have a hard time being able to get what we want from the divine. Hmm? But when we do connect to what's really meant for us, it happens overnight. All right. Let's see the other cards we got. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Once again, if you like the reading, thumbs up the reading, share it, subscribe to the channel, comment too. That also helps the algorithm and hype me up. They have that option too now that you can hype me up. You can hype the live, and it pushes the live out to more people. Okay. All right. Something about a cancer. You could be dealing with a cancer. All right. I'm seeing that too. Or you could have mother issues or something about a maternal energy. Something about a maternal energy. It seems very chaotic though. It seems like something has to be torn down in order for something to be lifted up. And that's a tower. That's a tower moment, right? Which is also associated to Scorpio too. I can see that taking place. Making a proper judgment, getting certain things out of the picture, the things that we thought were really beneficial to us, we've outgrown those things. All right. We glowing up, right? New opportunities, new career, successful business, right? And that could be the inheritance or the money that's coming in. You glow up, right? And then you start showing up, and then your pockets blow up. You know, I see it, right? You shining now. All right. Next card we have is Smell the Roses. Yes, smell the roses, right? Slow down. Take some you time. Get out in nature. Hmm? Get out in nature. I think I saw something about the maternal energy. The maternal energy or the mother energy, it nurtures, right? But so does nature. Nature will nurture you, right? Because it's a part of the divine, right? The divine feminine. And when you take the time to go out in nature and nurture yourself, you you know, you gain more clarity. All right. Love affair. We got love affair. It says dirty little sex secret, right? Sex fix. I'm sorry, dirty little secret. Sex fix and down low. Right. So there's some things that you're connected to that probably do not serve you. And through making a proper judgment call, you release these things and make space for what is beneficial and conducive for you. The next card we have is boundaries. Can't make it up. Some people were disrespectful, and now you're telling them enough is enough. You're defending yourself. You're standing up for what you believe in. You're transmuting the situation. Like I said earlier, some people might have held some information from you that caused you to, not really think in a proper emotional sense. But now that you're eliminating those situations, drawing the line in the sand, and understanding where you stand, um, more opportunities being placed in your hand. All right, this is the last card. We have legal. Legal. So you might have to take somebody to court to actually get this inheritance. Um, there might have been some paperwork that people were, you know, the small print, right? The small print. You probably didn't see the small print like you needed to, which caused you to not have a proper judgment call. Huh? We got the judgment card in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have shattered. Shattered. It says broken, nightmares, failures. So it's not a loss, it's a lesson. Okay? It's not a loss, it's a lesson, and you're learning things, all right? You're getting to where you need to be, but you have to separate your emotional disposition from the situation, right? See things for what they are. Um, and then we had that love affair, right? Love affair. Somebody could be getting a divorce. Somebody could be divorcing somebody, cutting somebody off. Um, and then, you're probably worried about people getting certain things when you divorce these people. But I see that they're probably not going to inherit as much as you think they would, or you're probably not going to inherit as much as you think you would too, just to be clear, because we did have the star card in reverse, so that means wish fulfillment not really coming in like we wanted to. Okay, all righty. I'm gonna get two more shuffles. We're gonna see. All right, two more shuffles. Well, one more shuffle now. All right. Ooh, all right. So be careful with what you're projecting out. That's what I'm being told to tell you. Don't say everything. Don't tell everybody everything. All right. Do not tell everybody everything. All right. Remember your identity. Remember who you are, right? And you can do it. You can be successful, right? This is you stepping into that glow up. Everything happens for a reason, Scorpio. Everything happens for a reason. We know that, right? So these new opportunities are trying to present themselves. The new career is coming, the new life, the successful business. But it's only going to be successful when you draw these boundaries, cut off these people that no longer serve you, make the proper judgment call, understand what it is that you want emotionally, do it from a go after it from a balanced mindset, and you will achieve the success that you need. All right, Queen. We got divine feminine. I said the maternal energy earlier, if I'm not mistaken, right? The divine feminine energy. So we have it popping up right now, right? We had that show up. Um, the maternal energy is also associated to Cancer, right? So I stated that earlier too. You could be dealing with a Cancer, right? To all my men out there, you could have a disgruntled baby mother, right? To all my queens out there, you could have a disgruntled baby's father. Child support could be a factor or something like that, back pay or something. Like these things are kind of popping up, and I see that when you draw this line in the sand and you start moving differently, you start getting exactly what it is that you deserve, whether it be good energy or whether it be bad. Karma is a factor, and karma just means action. And with every action, there is a reaction. Hence the definition of karma. Whatever you put out, you shall receive in return. The next card we have is Beyond Illusion. Beyond Illusion. Change your perception. Yes, change your perception. You change your emotions too, right? When you change your perception, you're able to change your emotions too and how you feel about certain things. You don't have to take things so seriously, but you do have to take things into consideration. How about that? And when you reflect on these things, that's how you make that proper judgment. We're gonna get one more card right quick, and that is acknowledge. Yes, take things into consideration. Acknowledge, right? Take responsibility, right? Remember who you are, because you are about to glow up and step into a different type of energy. You have to acknowledge that, set these boundaries, and things are going to go a little bit smoother for you. We got Merkaba activation. So it says ground, shield, and protect, right? So you could be protecting yourself legally, right? You could also just be protecting yourself by setting boundaries, right? By setting boundaries, right? That Merkaba is balancing out the masculine and the feminine energy together, right? And it's creating a force field around you that is AKA like your spaceship, right? It helps you travel to different destinations of consciousness. And you're trying to travel to a destination of wish fulfillment at this time, Scorpio. You have the ability to transform situations because you are about that, right? The eighth house, right? The eighth house, which is right there, 8 houses away from Aries, is about legacy, um, inheritance, power, joint finances, things of that nature. So once again, since I said joint finances, um, I mentioned child support, things of that nature. Like it could be a factor. And we got that paperwork, we got the court situation. So get your mind right, be prepared for the litigation or the judgment, and ride the wave. Once again, my name is Onyx Moon. This is Moonstone Magi. I appreciate you for tuning in, getting the reading. If you like what you see, thumbs up the video, heart the video, comment. Make sure you subscribe, please. And if you are interested in a personal reading, my contact information is in the description box below. Peace, greetings, and good vibes to you. I'm out.